Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are. We are OP Digital Blueprint, and I'm joined today by Red, my good
Hi,
friend, and my other good friend. Yes, I have two, Collins. And we also have Gina Lever, but unfortunately her internet is messing around, so she will be back in a moment. But today we thought we would have a chat. Some of you may have been on Heroes on Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern time, when we do Heroes, and we were discussing about the difference between traffic, pay-per-click, and specific targeted traffic. So we wanted to kind of rejig that and go over it a little bit more, and here she is. Here's the lovely lady herself, Gina Lever.
Sorry, guys, my internet dropped. Forgive me. Hi, everyone.
So over to you, Gene. No, I'm only joking. Collins, I know you're in the industry, so I'm going to get you to start off, and I'd like Red to kind of take over from there. But tell us a little bit more about specific targeted traffic. What really is the difference between this and what we're used to at the moment?
Thank you, Red, Gene, for joining, the show today, and those who are still to join. Yeah, and it is a really broad topic, really massive topic, specific targeted traffic. Guys, we're talking about the AI generated traffic and normal traffic. So if I look at specific targeted traffic, that's the AI one, which is what Mr. Ajufa and the team are doing. It's really massive. It's really huge because it takes line of code and effort. So I will not even go down to the technology, know how the system is built. But the system can recognize exactly who is looking for what. It can pick it and tell you, all right, you are looking for this, going through a certain process, an algorithm, and then say, this is the right traffic for this particular product you are looking for. That's specific targeted traffic. So the users can come in and say, all right, this is a free version. You can try it for time being while you make the decision to buy. And if you want to buy, the system can still ask you, when do you want it? Do you want it now? Do you want it in as soon as possible, in 1 week time, or in 1 month time, or a year time? So all these things are things that are running behind the scene. So they collect all those data. So AI can analyze that data and massive data, and then say, all right, we have looked into all of this data, say billions of data within milliseconds, and said, these are the people who are looking for what you have based on the answers they have given online, and then push it to the company and said, these are the people who are ready. They are ready to buy this, maybe in different category, whatever time they will make, but they are interested in your product. And that's specific targeted traffic. Now, if you look at the normal traffic we are talking, the old school way of doing things, like you throw a big net in the sea and you say, all right, bring everything, even the rubbish one, the things that you don't like. To filter that is really hard. So you can throw the net, bring massive traffic, but how many of them are interested in what you have? That is the difference. So you pay a lot of money for traffic that you don't even need because they are not even looking for what you have. But specific are the ones that are looking exactly for what you have. So the system can filter it and say, you know what, this traffic, these particular people are not looking for what you have. These are the people who are looking, and they will just filter them, push them straight to you. So I'll leave it there. Maybe Red will have more to chime in.
Thanks, Colin. Yes, I'm sure Red's got something to add. He always has. Away you go, sir.
Thanks, Collins. Hi, Gene. Nice to see you back here again. And obviously, Andy, great to be here with you guys after the Christmas New Year break. I do like this Tuesday session. It's nice and relaxed, and we get to talk very openly, don't we, about what OnPassive is going to be doing for us. And specific targeted traffic is, for me, it's the jewel in the crown. Why? Because the bottom line about specific targeted traffic is a very simple one. It's more effective at sales, period. And far way bigger percent than just normal targeted, normal traffic is. You really are clicking and hoping with pay for ads, or even if you're doing demographics through social media, you really haven't got that specificness involved with it. So let me give you a couple of examples of specific target traffic that you guys see on a daily basis, and it probably absolutely riles you as well, seeing it all the time. I'll give you an example, is that you're on social media. Doesn't matter what social media site you're on, you could be just talking to your friend about something, a product. We'll say holidays, okay? You're talking about, oh yeah, I'm looking at booking a holiday. Just talking with your phone open. You go on social media, guess what you see in the adverts that are popping up? Holidays. You're talking about, we'll say, a coffee machine, or somebody's got a coffee machine and you said, oh, that's a really nice coffee machine. You go on social media, you're just talking about it, and guess what? Adverts come up about coffee machines. Why is this important? I'll tell you why it's important. It's because with specific targeted traffic, you've got much more chance of that person clicking and then going on to purchase. That's all it is. And what they do is they use the coding that has been put into the system so that it's either through what people are typing. Obviously, audio now is open. If you go onto any phone now, unless you have clicked the specific right settings to say, don't listen to what I'm saying, okay, it is open, guys. And so they are actually eavesdropping on what you are saying. And then they then target the right traffic to you about what you've been talking about. And you have a much better chance then of making a sale. Plain and simple. Companies know how this works, okay? And companies utilize that data that other businesses provide so that they can specifically get sales. So let's take our business as an example. Okay, we've got, let's just take the product we know, OCONNECT, which is a digital video conferencing platform. If somebody is talking about, oh, I need to call somebody tomorrow, or I need to connect with my friend, they're in Australia, I've got to set up a call with them. Whatever the terminology it might be, whether they are typing in conferencing providers, whether they are talking about it on their mobile or whatever, we will be coming up on those adverts for these people. It means that that person is already has in their mind something they want to go down the route of looking at. It means that they've got much more chance of that person clicking on yours or somebody else's who do the same sort of thing. Okay, let's not alienate ourselves from what everybody else is doing. We will be in the melting pot of other businesses that are doing the same. Okay, it is then up to us to come head and shoulders above the rest. But that first protocol is to get eyes on what we are trying to sell. Okay, we are a consumer-based business at the end of the day. We are in the business of selling our products, whether it be through the company, whether it be through our own individual efforts, or however it may be. Our business survives on making sales. We make commissions, we make various bonuses along the way. The company make their money from the sales of what we do. It all adds to the commercial pot of the business. So specific targeted traffic works effectively, seamlessly, and it has a much bigger click-through rate than something else. I've been marketing online for a long time and used social media. I've Google ads. I've done ClickFunnels. I've done pay-per-clicks, all of the rest of it. And what you're doing with those is you really are hitting and hoping. Okay, there's no specific place that you can put it. What you do is you go on and you think, right, I've got this product, or this is what I'm trying to sell. What age group do you think I will be looking at? So you go in there and you think 40 to 60, I reckon, would like this. So you narrow it down to 40 to 60, and then you go for instance, in my part, English speaking, and then you look for English speaking nations, and then you do different time zones and different times, because what time do most people go online looking for something? Most of them, it's when they've just finished work, they're making tea. Between that 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. period. So you have to put all this information in before you've even done anything. All of that's extremely time consuming, and it certainly does not give the right results. If you get 1 or 2% click-through rate, you've done very, very well. And that's not sales. That is just literally someone clicking on your advert, clicking on what you're trying to sell, and then they will have a look at it. With specific targeted traffic, you're upping that percentage massively, because you already know that person is looking for what you are offering. And then it is up to the product, the business, how the website looks, all these sort of things after that time. But getting eyes on your business is the number one thing. Think of it along the lines of footfall. Okay, when you have a business on a high street, the number one thing that everybody looks at as far as demographics are concerned for your business to succeed is footfall. They'll do a survey. What footfall comes past this shop on a daily basis? And then they'll make their recommendation on whether it is. But, and this is a but, it doesn't mean to say that if you have a lower footfall, you can't be successful. You just have to be more ingenious. And this is where specific target traffic comes in. You might not have the footfall in front of your place. For instance, Google, massive footfall. Amazon, YouTube, other companies, but you know, it doesn't matter. The big companies, they have organic footfall because they're well known. When you're entering the marketplace as a newbie, then you have to have something special to get eyes on your products. That comes from the company doing their part. It comes from us using specific targeted traffic. It comes on the community as well, spreading the word out and getting their recognition of the word of the business, the name of the business. All of these things work hand in hand, but specific targeted traffic certainly increases your chance of sales. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all looking at. Back to you.
Thanks, Red. Thanks. That's great. I kind of took a little bit out of what you've said and a little bit out of what Collins has said. And you know, a good example of pay-per-click is a lot of these adverts come up when kids are playing the games on their Xbox or the PlayStations, etc. And I can't understand the logic behind this, but you've got a truck company selling trucks. I think Marty mentioned this the other week. So you've got a truck company selling trucks, and they put it on, on PlayStation when the kids are watching, say, Grand Theft Auto or something, one of these weird, wonderful games. The kid is like, well, okay, sounds interesting. Let's have a look, and they click on it. Well, that you've had to pay for that advert, but is a 4 to a 14-year-old kid ever going to buy a truck? No. It's pretty much a waste of space. So that's cost you money for nothing. And what you've been saying, Red, is that, and Collins, you've got to hone down the specifics to such a degree that with specific targeted traffic, it's the customers that are actually looking for the product that you've got to offer. So, Jean, what are your thoughts? What would you like to add?
Well, it's so true. If you don't have people coming to your store wanting what you have, you're dead in the water. If you're not making a sale, you have no business. But the thing that, above and beyond what Collins and Red have said, which is that what this company is offering is just, it is the game changer, right? We're going to bring people that want what we have, and it's going to be constant. And if we want to buy more traffic to get more people coming in, it's just exponentially going to grow our business. But the thing that really gets me is that when we're on social media and we're, like Red said, thinking about something, and then the ads start coming in, they're listening, they're bringing all these ads to you. We the people that are coming to our stores are going to get the products that they want, but then they're going to have the opportunity to have a business of their own. They're going to be buying the product, and then they're going to see that little button become an affiliate. And then their lives are going to transform. So every bit of traffic that, I know I'm sort of taking this in a different tangent, but every bit of targeted traffic that comes into our company is not only going to get what they want, they're going to get more. So OnPassive is always over delivering. It's always giving people more and more and more, not just a fantastic product that's going to change your life, but a way to monetize that product and then be an affiliate and then transform your entire life. So it's just the idea that we're not just selling products and services with and bringing people that want those into the company with the targeted AI traffic, but we're giving them so much more. And so we can, instead of saying, oh, people that have, the AI traffic that's listening in on all your conversations and putting in front of you the fur coat, the car, the whatever it is you're talking to your friend about, we know, and we can have that feeling of fulfillment and that warm feeling that we're giving them so much more than just a product. For me, that is just, I'm not in this just to have a successful financial business. I'm in this to lift people. I think that's the whole point of this company is, so for me, that targeted it's just that excitement that these people coming in are going to get so much more than they know. So that's all I wanted to add on that. Thanks.
Thanks. Yeah, it's weird because we're used to this old system. We're used to a system where you pay for something. I don't know about you guys, and Red, you mentioned it earlier. I have paid a fortune for a waste of space, basically, because most of the time it doesn't go anywhere, and I've spent far more than I've got back. Now, your return on investment should be the other way around. Yeah, so that you can spend, but we're newbies. And the thing I like about this in particular is the fact that I'm not the technocrat. I'm not technically minded when it comes to doing all of this. And it's taken Marty 20 years to learn marketing, online marketing, to be able to sell things properly. Whereas we have an expert who is behind our computer screen. So OnPassive has all of these bits or components that I don't really understand how they work. What I do know is they work and they do the bits that I don't understand or don't know how to do. And targeted traffic is one of them. So if we look at this from a monetary point of view, it becomes an interesting opportunity, because let's give you a very simple example. If I spend $100 on traffic and I buy specific targeted traffic and it gets in front, let's say it costs $10 to get in front of 10 customers. So that's your £100. Right, out of those, because it's specific targeted traffic. Now, I know Collins is going to say, well, it's guaranteed, so you're going to get your 10. But I'm going to be a realist here. I'm going to be a realist and say, look, it's not going to be that. Let's say it's half of that. So it's 5. Right, now I put my 100 in, and I've now got 5 customers paying $100 a month for this particular product, this video conferencing product. So that means I've got $125 back for my 100 investment. But it's not once. That 125 is now every month. Okay, so I do the same again. Now I've got another 125 a month. So now I'm up to 250 a month, but I've still just plowed back or put in the cash that I kept 25 and put my 100 back in. Yeah, now I've got 250 a month, but it's cost me 100. This is the key here. It's cost me 100, but not every time. It's cost me at once, because you use the profit from what's coming back to be able to do the same again. So, and this is where people kind of miss this. So my return on investment is 125% on not a tiny percentage like most traffic ends up being. You know, I think my return on investment from what I paid into last time, and I have spent a fortune, must be maybe 1.5%. Well, that's not good results, but that's because I don't know how to do it. And that is a very, very expensive learning curve. So if you've got a company that's going to do these things for you, you give it the guidelines and bang, off it goes, using the artificial intelligence to do that, we're on a winner. I think everybody here will agree with that. It makes life simple. And I do like simple. So any further thoughts, Collins? What would you like to add?
Yeah, I just want to, Red made a very good point, you know, about the cost effectiveness of specific targeted traffic, which is really massive because it's cost effective. You don't really put too much, but the return is really great. So somebody asked a question last time on Hero, they were just putting in the chat, they said, what is the difference if you make an advert, you go and you put like billboard somewhere, at the end of the day, you are getting most, you're getting the attention you want and the attraction you want. So what is the difference between specific targeted traffic and all of those adverts? I said, no, you are not really getting any attention, because when you put something, say you put it on Heathrow, the money is a lot. It costs a lot of fortune. Some people pay even $1 million, you know, just for a month, just to put an advert, a billboard, you know, because normally, if you look at it, it just depends on the visibility of your ad. If you put it in the street, it's less costly. How many people even take a look at it? But when you put it on the highway, motorway, they believe, that's what they think. A lot of people are taking, they are paying attention, but none. Because there are people like me, or maybe, I don't know, many people like me, when you are driving, you're thinking about your destination, where you are going. You don't have the time to be looking at art, because you have accident. And when you are traveling as well, you know, from the airport, how many people really pay attention on art? You just want to board your plane and fly off, come back, and then go. So very few people will even pay attention on art. But again, that art, are they really the people who really, those people are even interested in what you are selling? None, like Red said. Most of the majority, none. But specific targeted traffic goes in and filter the data in the World Wide Web, collect those data, you know, the data of people who are really searching, because as they are making search online, so too the AI targeted traffic, the AI mechanism is picking those people, bringing them and say, look, yeah, what you are searching, we have it here. Point them to your site. So, and they are coming in their numbers. So you don't really need massive ad, but that is the way marketing is going now, into AI algorithms, where they can filter all of those massive data. And thanks to the internet space, that's why AI mechanism is working, because the data is already there in the internet space. It's just, do you have the right mechanism to filter it, to point people to your site? That's the question. And this is exactly what Ms. Ash Mufara and the teams are doing, to make sure they point people to where they want them to go, to the business. And that's what I wanted to add, Andy.
Thanks, Collins. Thanks. If you think about this carefully, we've got a video conferencing product, and we all know about what it's called, OCONNECT. We know its capabilities because we've used it in the past. However, the likelihood is that most of it will have completely changed and got better and better and better over the course of this last 9 months or so. And we also know that things will be added on a regular basis. But let me give you an example. We know that there are roughly 6 billion odd people that use the internet right now on the planet. And there must be well in excess of 200 odd million companies that use the internet. Well in excess. And if you think about it, a lot of these companies work globally. So they have clients. I know of one very large company, for instance, that has its top executives are in Japan. It has its clients in South America and in Europe. The language barrier is quite unique because South America speaks Spanish or Portuguese. Europe generally speaks English, and Japan obviously Japanese. So when you have a system that allows you to be able to you know, communicate seamlessly, which is what we're aiming to achieve, then companies like this will jump at this opportunity. Now, let's say, and again, this is a simple example, there are in excess of 250 million companies, and the vast majority of these use these to contact their clients. So some of them will use this, and again, let's be real. Let's say it's only 10 million companies that actually use this video conferencing system. Out of that 250, that's a small percentage, but 10 million is still a big figure. So if you had a company that has 10 employees, and they like the idea of talking to their families around the globe, and their families then start using this spreads like wildfire. But again, let me give you an example. If I have 100 clients paying $100 a month to use a product that is far superior to anything else on the market, and I'm getting $25 for every customer, I've got a residual income of $2,500 a month. Now, the sad thing about it is it's not going to stop there, because like I said, companies are going to tell their friends, and the employees are going to tell their families, and their families are going to tell their companies, and so on. And lo and behold, my customer base might go from 100 to 1,000, and then all of a sudden, wow, I've got 25,000 a month coming in. Now, I know that 2,500 a month is more than the British pension for retirees. So all I have to do is to find 100 customers, and I'm better off than the vast majority of the population within the UK that are certainly those that are retired, especially now they've taken the heating allowance away, but we won't go there. Right. But what I'm saying here is I've got a business that's going to do the bits that I can't do. I'm sure I know of at least 20 people that have or use a video conferencing system that I can talk to when we go live. So I've got 20 clients or potentially 20 clients, and the company's likely to be able to find the others. Even if it takes me a year, I'm still better off than the vast majority of pensioners in the UK, and it's taken me a year to do that. Right. But as I said, the sad thing about it is it doesn't stop there. It just continues to grow. Anyway, I'm over to you, Gene. I'm sure you have a few points that you would like to finalise on or finish off on, and we'll go round the table one more go and then say bye.
Well,
So, Gene,
sure. Well, thanks, Andy. Well, I want to start off by saying it's not a sad thing at all. You said the sad thing. It's a wonderful thing that it's going to grow so exponentially like that. It's going to be so much fun to watch. I just wanted to add, as far as you were talking about, the AI traffic, bringing in a customer, and you investing in the AI traffic, and then you getting your money back on that, once the customers start buying and all of that. For me, it's like that those people are going to come in, and maybe they're looking for the video conferencing product, and they buy it, and then there's that income coming in. But what's going to happen is they're going to come in and they're going to see the entire dashboard of whatever is available currently on the OES platform, and they'll be able to say, wow, that's something I could use too, or that's something I could use too. And all of a sudden that targeted person coming in to buy a single product is buying 5, 10, or more. And that's where it starts to get into crazy, crazy numbers. So that's all I wanted to add. I mean, the AI targeted traffic is really, it's just that first step into just an absolutely massive marketplace for people. So anyway, thanks so much for having me today, Andy.
Thanks for joining us, Jean. I really appreciate you coming along. Collins, any final thoughts? What would you like to add?
Yeah, I think what I would like to say is, honestly, we are really in a great place. Just to be in it is wonderful, because just imagine a company doing all the heavy lifting for you, and the only thing you are doing is just to stay at the receiving end. You will never get that anywhere, because it is happening, whether we like it or not, it is happening. So Mr. Ashmufra is someone who will never give up, and he's also, he have just talked on what he wants to be, his belief and his dream. He will never give up, and because he is not giving up, the only thing is, founding member, don't give up, because you give up, there are billions and millions and billions of people waiting for this. Whether we like it or not, they are coming, because the product is something they need. A lot of companies are building a lot of stuff, and people are still jumping on it. So just think about what Mr. Ashmufra will deliver to the world. Digital product, you can never get it wrong when it comes to digital product. So that's what I wanted to say.
Thanks, Collins. Yeah. Any final word from you, Red? What would you like to add?
Yeah, I'm just going to touch on what you were talking about, is reinvesting your profits back into more AI and buying more and keeping that ball rolling. It's one word. It's called compounding. And our very own Albert Einstein, he was the one who said compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays for it. Now, why have I decided to say that? I decided to say that because the more that you reinvest into your business in the early stages, the bigger return that you will have down the road. Now, obviously, hey, listen, I get that people need money now. They want to start having money in their pocket. They want to start earning. But the more that you can put back into your business and recycle that profit to make more money, to then invest more back in to make more money, the quicker that you can do that, the quicker you're going to get to whatever your financial freedom figure may be. Compound it as soon and quick as you can, and you will see bigger results down the line. If you follow anybody online, any business person in any walk of business, they all say the same thing. Compound any profits you can to make more money. How do you think the rich people get richer? They always say you need money to make money, and they are actually doing exactly that. They are using their money to make more money. Okay, we start off very slow in increments. Take a bit for yourself, but put the bulk back in. If you can get into that habit of doing that on a regular basis, then you will see huge returns within your business very, very quickly, and you will get to your financial goal a lot quicker. That's it from me. Back to you, Andy.
Thanks, Fred. That's brilliant. This is going out at the moment to an awful lot of guys who are early birds, who got involved with this process while the company was building. But there will be people that will watch this at a later date. And I want to explain very briefly what the difference between what OnPassive is and other companies, because I think that is exceedingly important. We've made all of these statements today for you guys, and you go, oh, yeah, right, okay, not interested, heard it all before, but why are we so different? Well, first and foremost, this is a private company. It's not a public company, so there are no stock shareholders. We are not beholden to the shareholders. We do not have to do what they tell us to do to make a profit. This is not that way inclined. What we're here to do is to help others. Now, Amazon has made 40,000 millionaires, sorry, 20,000 odd millionaires over the last 20 years. Our intention is to make 1 million millionaires in a far less time frame than that. Why and how? Well, first and foremost, the company is designed to pay back as much as it possibly can in fees, in commissions, yeah, that we can earn a commission. And the object of the exercise for us, because we know what's going on, is once we reach a point where we're happy with what's coming in for us on a regular basis, it gives us that opportunity to be able to go out and help others. And this is where our business differs to any other business I've ever seen on the planet, because they're only interested in this. No, we're not that way inclined. And our CEO is somebody who has a heart for humanity and wants to be able to make sure others can benefit and bring themselves out of the poverty side of things. Did you know that 40 billion would solve the world's homeless and food shortages? They have no interest in doing that because it's all about them making money. We do. So thank you guys for listening to us. I hope you've got something out of that today. Please make sure that you share this around and let everyone know we'll be back again next Tuesday with these lovely smiling faces, including Red's. Thanks, guys. See you soon.